This is the Millennial Gaze.
What's up? What's up, everybody? It's your girl Maymoney back here for another episode. Happy Saturday. How y'all doing? I'm a little tired. I just woke up from a nap. I had a very eventful week, and so I just decided to take it easy today and tomorrow just to kind of rejuvenate myself and kind of just chill. Because, sometimes when I had a great time, I saw Bobby McFerrin. I met up with some people, met up with some friends, saw my friend perform on Thursday. That's why I wasn't here on Thursday. And just tired. Had a great time, but just kind of wanted to rest and take it easy. But I did, since I missed you on Thursday. I promised that I would be here on Saturday for you guys and talk over a few things. Okay, so that's pretty much it. I got Katie behind the scenes helping me out today, so she's here. She's always really helpful with the tech because I'm slow at it. But anyway, I say let's just go ahead and jump right in. We got some millennial minutes for you this episode, so let's just hop right into it.
9/11, Hurricane Katrina and Sandy, H1N1 swine flu, the DC sniper, anthrax, monkeypox, bird flu, mad cow disease, the 2008 financial crisis, over 1,000 school shootings the year 2000, the January 6th attack, Spanish flu, Ebola, groceries unaffordable, rent and housing unaffordable, health insurance unaffordable, summers are getting hotter, winters are getting colder, aliens have been confirmed to be real, the Deepwater Horizon oil spill, Afghanistan, Iraq, and Russian and Ukraine war, SARS, Zika virus, Malaysian Airlines flights that disappeared, the Maui wildfires that were never explained, the opioid epidemic, Flint water crisis, COVID-19, the world is being run by evil billionaires and politicians, and now World War III.
Thank you, sir.
Y2K.
Thank you for that recap, sir. That's a lot right there. I was gonna ask Katie what she thought because I'm looking at her, but you guys can't see her. But that's quite a list there. Us millennials age have seen all of that, and just racking up the list, a whole bunch of shit to be traumatized by. I'm like, at this point, okay, it's like fuck it, I guess. Like, oh god, man. You know what? I forgot to say like, comment, share, subscribe. But yeah, just looking at that list is just like, it's crazy to me. We sure do have some stories to tell, I suppose. I think like one of the scariest ones for me, I remember being terrified with Y2K. I remember being terrified with like all those like viruses, thinking I was gonna get sick from Ebola and fucking mad cow disease and all that shit. I remember being really scared about that anthrax scare and like finding anthrax in your mail and shit. Just those are some of the like more like kind of like traumatizing ones that I remember like being like, oh my god, this is horrible. So yeah. Anyway, let's go see what this guy has to say here.
World War III seemingly right around the corner. I think one of the reasons that the administration isn't even trying to drum up support for this one is because they know they can't. Because the last time they were trying to fight a war in the Middle East, they told people like, oh, these Middle Easterners, they hate your way of life. And at that time, Gen X and baby boomers in their 30s, 40s, and 50s. And so they had something to be afraid of, right? Because they had like houses and families and careers. But now, with millennials and Gen Z being like the age majority, the fighting majority, it's like, oh yeah, they hate our way of life. Dude, us too. We just work all day to give our money to landlords, taxes, and Amazon. And all our jobs are about to be taken by AI anyways, with data centers that are going to consume all the drinking water. It's like, yeah, they hate our way of life. Dude, we hate our way of life. I'm not fighting in your goddamn war. With World War III seemingly right around the corner.
For real. Like we're not interested. Go send your grandpa over to that shit, okay? Like get them people from the Necessary podcast, Bob, Mary Lou, you are cordially invited to send your ass over to the fucking war. We not doing it. We not fucking doing it. We are not interested. Fuck all that. Fuck all that. Take your old crusty MAGA Trump voting ass out there to the fucking war, okay? Get to them Iranians is waiting for your ass. How about that? Because I'm sick and tired of, like, y'all ain't gonna send us out there to get fucking killed. We didn't do shit to these motherfuckers. So, yeah. So I'm with 100% agreement. It's gonna be real hard to convince people my age and younger to go to war unless they're fucking stupid, which, then have at it. There probably are some millennials that are, avid Trump voters, I'm sure. So they can go ahead, have at it. But MAGA, now's your time. Wrap this shit up. It's your time to shine. Sorry, I'm typing something to Katie in the background. Okay, let's go ahead and continue. Just gonna rat-a-tat-tat through this episode.
Another thing about the Bikini Bottom residents, they were never afraid to fight. Everybody at all times is ready to get active. You rarely saw Faye being turned down.
What did you say, punk? Big, meaty claws! Well, these claws ain't for just attracting mates. Bring it on, old man! Bring it on!
This wasn't a city you could just come in and say whatever you want to anybody. You need to have them hands ready at all times. Hell, sometimes they just fight just because they like to fight. Nobody was safe down there. You say or do something wrong or get ready to put your hands up or face the consequences. Didn't matter if you were a toddler or a senior citizen.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
I love the young people.
You didn't see a lot of fish getting stabbed up or gun violence. They just settled with a good old fisticuff, a good old ass whooping. And to be honest, if we had more of that, the world would be a better place. If you got something to say, let's fight about it. There wasn't no Twitter fingers, and if you back down from a fight, get ready for a beating.
Do you have any sevens?
So this is your checklist when you come to Bikini Bottom. You're going to need some 12-ounce gloves, a mouthpiece, some petroleum jelly, a first aid kit, some dental insurance, and the heart of a lion. And another thing about the Bikini Bottom residents, they were never afraid to fight.
Yep. No, it's so true. I'm always down for a good fisticuff if that's what it come to. As long as we ain't shooting people, you know what I mean? You can make it out alive. Let's go. Let's get active. I think that during these times, some people need an ass whooping. That'll change their mind. They'll change the whole course of their life is a good ass whooping. Sometimes that's just all it takes. You know what I'm saying? You going around calling people the N-word and your ass get knocked the fuck out. Might change your whole course. You might really knock some sense into your ass. I'm just saying. Let me know what y'all think now. I don't advocate for violence, but sometimes that's the only way that you need to that the lesson gets learned. You feel me? So hey. We got one more Bikini Bottom dude.
In our investigation into the deranged fish in Bikini Bottom, we land on Tom the Fish, an iconic background character with some of the best lines in the show to me, and some very erratic behavior.
Chocolate!
You see him in all the riots and all the fights. He don't miss a scuffle. When they were beating up that old man, he was right there. When they were trying to get refunds for those pretty patties, there he go. Even when they were trying to off Bubble Buddy, he was one of the main instigators.
He poisoned our water supply, burned our crops, and delivered a plague unto our houses.
I don't know, man. Something just off about this dude. Sometimes you see him driving all crazy. His eyes be bloodshot. He hitting the bird. What he got going on? And with the kid in the car, he ain't right in the head. And I'm not sure if this is the main fish from the diet Dr. Kelp situation unless he's bleaching his skin. But I know one thing. Don't mess with his Drake. He is passionate about that. He was about to give SpongeBob a 2-piece.
Took us 3 days to make that potato salad. 3 days!
It's like the more I look into the residents of Bikini Bottom, the more afraid I get because the doctor's just letting the patients go undiagnosed down there. And continuing our investigation.
So, if y'all don't know, I love SpongeBob. It's one of my favorite shows. That fish is iconic. The chocolate episode, Chocolate with Nuts, is one of my favorite episodes for sure. I think it's a season 4 episode. Check it out. It's a great time. If you ever need something to do that isn't quite as miserable as keeping up with the war on Iran and all that shit, just put on an episode of SpongeBob. Do yourself a favor. You'll have a great time. Anyway, so that was our Millennial Minutes. Now we got to get into the real shit. So be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and buckle in. Let's hear from Senator Warren.
Classified briefing on Iran. And here's what I can say. It is so much worse than you thought. You are right to be worried. Trump administration has no plan in Iran. This illegal war is based on lies, and it was launched without any imminent threat to our nation. Donald Trump still hasn't given a single clear reason for this war, and he seems to have no plan for how to end it either. Like a lot of you, I am really angry. I am angry at what Donald Trump is doing, and I feel grief for those already killed in this unnecessary conflict. I just left a classified briefing on Iran, and here's what.
Oh my God. What the fuck, man? Why? This is so senseless. This is so fucking stupid. I'm glad to see Senator Warren kind of out again. She kind of fell behind the cracks a little bit there for a while. I don't know. She just kind of wasn't saying much. I really wish that they would do more. Now is not the time to be kind of hiding behind, anything. I think now is the time for people to be really speaking out. But we can't seem to get on the same page. I just saw something. I think there's 4 Democrats that voted to fund, the military or some shit. I think Jeffries was one of them. I'm not certain, but I was kind of halfway asleep when I was watching that video from iHip News. But yeah, it was 4 of them that went the other way, and we just can't seem to get our shit together. And I'm like, damn, we really have to start considering some of these people the enemy. We can't, they on the other side with this shit. All this wishy-washy voting, all this caving in and shit is really, it's getting old. And at a certain point, we really have to take, put them on the other side of the fence with the people that are really doing this shit, because being complicit isn't helping. You know what I mean? And if you're really about that business, if you were really about what you say, when you get up there and talk your big talk, and then you go and vote the other way, you're a fucking traitor. You're just adding to this shit. You're just helping this shit move along. You're kicking the can down the fucking road. And when we're at war, you have to know who's on your side and who's not. And it has to be very clear. Okay, so we don't have time to be guessing what side what you gonna do tomorrow and shit. Let's just go ahead and you just consider yourself the enemy. That's how I see it. But anywho, we got Jolly here. Let's see what he had to say.
This is the generational turning point America has waited for since 1979, and since the rudderless wars of hubris, my generation, our generation, endured. Don't listen to the noise. Just stay focused. Our commander-in-chief is steady at the wheel.
Jesus fucking cringe fest. So Pete Hegseth just posted that on his socials as a message to the military, and you need to listen to the words he said, because this is really fucking bad. Listen to me. I'm a veteran of Iraq and Afghanistan. I'm telling you that this is really bad. But before I get into the words that he said, I want you to know something. The music in that video, I didn't add it. That was in the original video that he posted. To him, this is just some speech given by the ruggedly handsome Department of Defense Secretary at the climax of this Hollywood movie. Because to these motherfuckers, this is not real life. I'm not trying to be funny. He does this really cringy speech. If you listen to the whole speech, he didn't say any fucking thing. It's all cliche rhetoric bullshit.
You think clearly under fire, you act decisively in chaos, you uphold the Constitution, and you uphold our country without hesitation.
But what he did say that matters, let's take a look at that, because this is bad.
We are not defenders anymore. We are warriors, trained to kill the enemy and break their will. History is watching. Be the force you swore an oath to be: focused, disciplined, lethal, and unbreakable.
Few things. He said, we're not defenders anymore. We are warriors. Listen, warriors is a word we use in the Army. He was an Army guy. That's why he keeps using it. But we were taught that we're warriors with a warrior ethos, but we still defended the country and defended the Constitution. So to say we're not defenders anymore is very exact language for them to acknowledge that they're just aggressors. They are aggressing, and now you're a warrior, and your oath is to kill people. And I want to remind everybody in the military that your oath is to defend the Constitution. Even though the Secretary of Defense is telling you that your oath is no longer to defend the Constitution because you're not a defender, you are, and that is your oath. But the most alarming thing that this bootlicking neo-Nazi fascist said was this right here.
We will finish this on America First conditions of President Trump's choosing. Nobody else's, as it should be.
He said that this war, by the way, Congress hasn't declared war, only Trump. He said that this war ends on Trump's conditions and nobody else, as it should be. Nope, that's not how it works in a constitutional republic where we have a duly elected Congress that has the checks and balances, and only Congress can declare war. Congress has not declared war. So what the Secretary of Defense is openly admitting right here for everybody to hear is the president declares war, the president ends war. Nobody else. The buck starts and stops with him. Ladies and gentlemen, that's called authoritarianism. The Secretary of Defense just hard launched the authoritarian Trump regime.
This is the generational turning point America has waited for since 1979 and since the rudderless wars of hubris.
Okay. So yeah. Yep. This is send your ass out there too. Don't he got some kids? How old his kids? They can go to war. How about them? Send them out there. Barron, take your ass to fucking war. Pete, wait, I know you still got your boots. Go ahead and get your ass out there. Lead the fucking way. For real. This is insane. This is fucking insane. And these Iranians don't fucking play, man. They do not fucking play. And this Pete head says fucking asshole, he is just a murderous, raving fucking lunatic. He really is. That's all it is. He just is like a straight up murderer. I don't know how else to fucking put it. Hey, Rebels Come. Thanks for joining. But yeah, we got some crash outs and some very great rants lined up here for you about this, and they're just they make me feel better to see that I'm not the only one that feels this fucking way. So y'all go ahead and listen to our friend Rashonda.
Listen, I used to wonder how people ended up in cults. Like, I really wanted to know. But now I don't give a damn about none of that. When do we get to the part where they all die? Huh? Where they all put on ugly ass windbreaker outfits, a pair of Cortezes, and they lay in the bed together and they die. When do we get to that part? How you gonna start a war, lie and say, we didn't start the war, but we're gonna finish it? Yes, you did, because we all went to bed on Friday, nothing popping off, woke up on Saturday, people are dead, children are dead. And then with a straight face say, yes, soldiers will die. Send your children then. I'm so sick and I'm so tired. These people are on dope and dog food. You have the State Department issue a statement saying these are the countries that you need to leave if you are an American citizen, but you're bombing. So how am I supposed to leave commercially if the airspace is closed? Oh my God, George Bush and No Child Left Behind will pay for their crimes. I am sick and I am tired. I want to get to the Kool-Aid drinking portion of this cult story. I just can't. Y'all listen. I used to wonder how people...
For real. Please. When's the rapture again? when do y'all get, yeah, exactly. Like, end this already. End this shit all fucking ready, bro. Like, wrap it up. You're done for, okay? This is not sustainable. And everybody has to sit here and watch this shit with you and suffer with you. And I have no interest in any of this fucking shit, man. I want to just take a nap on a Saturday and mind my fucking business. Okay, that's what I want to do. No, I got to sit here and talk about this bullshit. Ugh. Here's another crash out.
Sorry, can you repeat that? We didn't start this war, but under President Trump, we are finishing it.
You literally started the war. Pete, there is no, we didn't start the war. You literally started the war. Pete, you changed your title to Secretary of War because you love war so much. You started the war. Pete, everybody went to bed Friday night. Everybody went to bed Friday night. No war. We woke up Saturday morning to war. Everyone woke up to a war because you started it. At 11 p.m., the president called you, and he knew you'd be awake because you were probably doing Jaeger bombs because you love bombing shit so much like your own liver. And he said, Pete, I need a distraction. Give me a war. And then you grabbed your phone and said, ChatGPT, I need a distraction. Give me a war. And then ChatGPT gave you a war. And then you named it Operation Epic Fury because your brain is a PlayStation 2. Stupid man. You started this war and you don't even know how to finish it. You're lying to everyone. You're gaslighting people so much on every way. You're literally gaslighting people. You're literally burning oil fields on the other side of the world. You have no win condition. We're in a biblical holy war now, and we are being run by the fucking Antichrist, Pete. You have no wins. You have no way out. You're a loser millennial who's failed upwards his entire life, and now the entire world is staring at you, and they can see that you are a naked moron. And now you have to hope that we somehow survive. And the best case scenario for you in the name Pete Hegseth is that it is slowly forgotten the same way we've forgotten the names of all those World War I generals. You fucking donkey. I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
We didn't start this.
Can you clap? Can we? For real, please. These people, the crash outs are so good. They really, really make me feel so much better. They really do. I like spend time just like finding people that are crashing out the same way that I am. Cause like I'm like always in crash out mode. Sometimes I'll just be walking up the street crashing out to myself. I look crazy because I'm cursing out the person next to me. Like I just like I just be having rants to myself, and I need to start pulling out my camera and sharing them with you. But like, fuck. Thank you, sir. I needed that. I think we got another one.
Too much shit, but I'm gonna say this shit. If you voted for that man, get your ass on the front line. All these MAGA white women, if you voted for that man, put your children in front. We don't need a fucking draft. Y'all need to get y'all asses up and go ahead and sign up to fight. And I think this needs to be a law. If you voted for the man that won the election, if he goes to war, your ass should be the first ones up there saying and swearing in. Y'all said he was going to be a no-war president. Bullshit. And don't try to switch sides now. And to that white woman that's sitting here crying, talking about leftists are giving her a hard time when she finally left the MAGA cult, bitch. And I do mean bitch.
Voted for that man 3 times and he was a racist. He was a sexist. He was a 40-something time felon before he got in office.
Get no fucking sympathy. I don't give a fuck if you do cross the fuck over. We're gonna haze the fuck out of you. Don't give us your white woman tears, these long ass fucking letters from other white women that are realizing they fucked up when they voted. You voted for your whiteness. You voted because you were white. You voted for that man because he was white. You voted for that man because how dare a black woman be a president before a white woman be a president? So I don't give a fuck if you sit up here and cry. Take your ass to the front line. You want us to accept you? Take your sons and your daughters to the front line. Because right now, Iran is not playing. They hitting every fucking thing. And it's your president's fault because, bitch, she's not mine. It's just too much shit. But I'm going to say this shit. Damn!
Yeah. Yes. I'm telling you, I live for this. I'll just go on a whole YouTube rabbit hole and just watch people crash the fuck out. And for real, I feel her on this because it's just like the same thing happened with fucking Jasmine Crockett. We was talking about this on Monday. I think, no, it was Monday. And then Tuesday, she lost the election. I've predicted this shit. I knew that white women was going to fucking fuck around and do the same shit again. Do the same fucking shit they do every time. Y'all have listening problems. There's something genuinely fucking wrong with y'all. For real. Why do you keep doing the same shit? You might as well give Jasmine Crockett a fucking chance just because y'all seem to not be able to get your fucking shit together. So maybe let somebody else fucking do it for once.
Really?
See if it worked. What do we got to lose? Sitting up here crying on the fucking internet talking about, oh, I wanted to vote for Jasmine Crockett. Was your husband in there with a gun to your head or something? You could have voted for her. The fuck is wrong with you? Sheesh. Oh, y'all are so annoying, man. Oh my God. Who we got next?
Is officially the thing that has broken MAGA.
The war on Iran has begun. The guys and the gals who have to actually carry out this mission, why again? And put their lives on the line for whom again? But my own feeling is no one should have to die for a foreign country. I don't think those 4 service members died for the United States. I think they died for Iran or for Israel. But our government's job is not to look out for Iran or for Israel. It's to look out for us. And this feels very much to me like it is clearly Israel's war.
You know what's pretty bad? When the woman who came out and literally defended child rape and defended Epstein is calling this war a no-no, okay? And I don't know if you've been over on Twitter lately, but it is a literal war zone amongst conservatives typically when us as influencers make these posts and we say, yeah, the conservatives are questioning their own party. That typically includes just a handful. That would be Massey, MTG, Fuentes, and that's pretty much it. Every single time, those 3 are the loudest against their own party. This time, it's different. I'm talking Matt Walsh, who, as of yet, has not really questioned anything Trump has done. Julian's Rum, saying, I voted for Trump. I won't be voting again. Many young conservatives feel the same way. We are sick of this shit. The Hodge twins, who have spent the last 2 days just shit posting against this war and against Trump, they are fed up. Evan Kilgore, who is literally saying, fuck this shit, MAGA is dead, I'm not voting in the midterms. Bruce Fenton, who is literally showing in this post a picture of him and Donald Trump in which he had, that he chose to tear up because he's just done. And a whole host of others that I'm actually just going to play here while I finish up this video because I could not even show you all of them. It would take way too long. These are all accounts, and I encourage you to go back through this, pause and read every single one of these tweets. You're going to have your mind blown. These are huge accounts who are coming out and not just saying, hey, we disagree with you on this a little bit, but straight up saying that they're not voting, that MAGA is done for. Love to see it. This is exactly what happens when you turn against your own voter base. You deserve every ounce of destruction. My name is Mercedes Chandler. Give me a follow.
Hey, part of this is we kind of have to let them self-destruct as well. You know what I mean? We have to kind of fight this in different ways. And that is definitely one of them. We have to encourage them to start fighting amongst each other. We have to encourage them to start tearing each other apart. That's really the only way to do it. And then also like whatever we have to do to just like kind of get through this. You know what I mean? Because it's certainly not sustainable. We're in some really fucking dangerous territory, though, for real. Like, yeah, like we could have sleeper cells up in here, waking up and shit. So this is gonna be unprecedented shit. I really do think that we might end up having some fucking like action here on our land. I'm sorry. I mean, things aren't different. These aren't the olden times. Like, people are fighting differently now. And this is serious. This is really fucking serious. I think this is like one of the most dangerous moments like that we could ever be in. So I think we need to really be careful. And yeah. We need to really be fucking careful here and fight smart. And so it's good that they are kind of doing that. It helps us, you know. So anyway, don't vote. Like, please don't vote. You know what? Jump off a bridge. Okay? That's what you should do. Thank you, MAGA. All right. We got another Rashonda. I really like her.
Now, real quick, has anybody talked to Jesus today? Jesus Devontae Christ. Yeah. Yesterday, day before yesterday. Now, I talk to him every day, but I'm trying to confirm some things. Did he tell you all that walking bag of sin and shame that's occupying the White House, the one that's shaped like he's been drawn from a memory of whale blubber, is the anointed one to lead us into this war with Iran? Huh? Did he tell you that? Because that's what a commander told his troops. Yeah. Y'all gonna bust hell wide open, lying on Jesus Quintavious Christ. What's wrong with you? You all are not afraid of God like you say you are. Do you know what thou shalt not bear false witness means? Thou shalt not lie. What did he say about killing? Huh? I thought it was do unto others as you would have them do unto you. When we have no proof, no record of Iran trying to start anything with us. Now we got American citizens stuck in the Middle East. And y'all over here saying that man that's shaped like an overinflated pissy daybed mattress is supposed to lead us anywhere. To hell, yeah. Which we already are here. Welcome. Now, real quick.
Love her. Yes. Like, why all the confusion? Why is Megyn Kelly so confused now? What are you confused about? Oh, this isn't a good idea at all. Oh, wow, this is bad. No shit. He said he was going to do the damn shit. You couldn't You couldn't figure that shit out earlier? We had to get all the way up to World War III for you to figure that shit out. Wow. Not the brightest. Did you blow in from Stupid Town?
Hey, pal. You just blowing from Stupid Town?
Anyway. Oh, this was a fun thing. Do you remember those like old school commercials? Like old school, kind of like game commercials or like toy commercials. This was fun.
Peace! Trump's Board of Peace, the game where you get to play the part of an unhinged authoritarian.
I invaded Greenland. Venezuela's oil is all mine.
Oh, yeah? Well, I raided the Fulton County Election Office.
It's an existential crisis for democracy. Don't worry, this violence also comes for Caucasians.
I filmed ICE.
The goal is to exhaust your opponent with unending chaos.
Detention center.
Redacted.
Measles. This is evil.
It's never been this bad before.
Play in your living room or that abandoned DEI office at Target. Just don't lose, or else.
Or else what?
You did vote for this.
Trump's Board of Peace. Remember to vote while you still can.
Laugh so you don't cry, I guess, you know. I didn't see anything. That was reality. That's like literally everything in that we're experiencing right now. That game sounds awful. Maybe we should stop playing it. It's a bad game. It's a dangerous game we're playing here. All right. Well, I hope you guys like and comment and share and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for being here and chilling with me on this Saturday. It is what it is. Sometimes people don't really be doing news and stuff on Saturday, so I like to drop in if I can on Saturdays too. So anyway, but thanks so much for being here. Follow us on the Instagrams. We have a Substack. We have an email where you can contact us if you want, and just all that jazz. And we go live Monday and Thursday, 4:30 Pacific, 7:30 Eastern, and we sit here and we talk. Sometimes we don't talk about the news, sometimes because we just want to take a break, like we did last week on Thursday. And then sometimes we we talk about the news like we do today. And so this is me subbing in, pretty much making up for the day that I couldn't be on the show on Thursday because my friend had a concert, a performance, and so I went and did that to support him. So anyway, yeah, but they held it down, and we had some friends from the Don Lemon Show come on and talk about movies and some of the stuff too. But yeah. Anyway, and you're welcome for the laughs. You certainly are. Thank you so much for commenting and engaging. I also do like to talk to you guys too. So, leadership check-in. So let's check in with who we got going on. Who's been out and about?
I live is far away, and I just wanted to vote here and get back to work. And she told me she wouldn't let me. I was hoping she'll just let me go in. She said I'm at the wrong place. I can't vote here.
I've always voted here, say 8 years in a row now. I've come to this location, but now they're telling me that I need to go to another location to vote.
Did they explain why?
No, they didn't explain why. And then when I went online yesterday, because I knew they were going to try to do this, I went yesterday online to register and everything like that to find out where my poll is, and it got me nowhere.
Place where I live is far away, and I just wanted to vote here.
See, this is what I was fucking talking about, you guys. Like, this is what I was fucking talking about. The election in November is going to be all sorts of fucked up, man. And if we keep fucking hoping that it's not, then we're fucking stupid. It's going to be all sorts of fucked up. Just crazy voter suppression all over the fucking place. They talking about how they going to have fucking, hi, Andrea, how they don't have fucking, they're gonna have guards or ICE at the fucking polls and shit. Like they're gonna, you know what I mean? They're gonna have like poll watchers and shit. Like if we're not gonna make it to no damn 2026, this is not gonna be an easy election. I tell you that right now. You need to be prepared to fucking vote, man. Like for real. Like this is crazy. Making it to November, just even trying to get to November is going to be really hard. And even I do believe we will have an election, but it's going to be, woo shit. It's going to be bad. Yeah. It's not going to be easy because they got people moving people's places around and stuff. It's like, well, I don't really think we have that issue here where I'm at, but like I feel bad for the people that do. And hell, let's just hope that he'll acknowledge that he lost the fucking election, which I don't know. There's like a 10% chance that he won't, or that he's gonna say, oh, it was stolen. He's gonna do the same shit again. This dude he probably don't even remember that he did that shit the last time. Like this guy is fucking deranged, man. And and the dementia is kicking in. He looks awful. He just looks horrible. Please, when can the evil wear out? Kill this man. Grim Reaper, come get your boy. Like, what the fuck? He just I hope he just shits himself to death. That's what I hope. Oh God. Okay. Let's see what Jasmine Crockett got to say. Unfortunately, she did not win the election, but she's got right back to work. And I don't know if anybody knows in the chat, is she gonna lose her representative seat? Okay. Thanks, Katie. She's shaking her head in the background. Okay. So she'll still be in the House of Representatives.
Are you aware that the law makes it clear that members of Congress are allowed to enter any detention facility at any point in time in which they choose to?
Yes, I'm aware of the visitation and oversight responsibility, and we work every day to try to accommodate members of Congress while taking into account the safety of those individuals that
Let me
are being
be
detained
clear.
there.
At any
And-
time, correct?
Yes, I understand there's litigation in this area.
No,
too,
no,
and so
that's not
we
my
are
question. I'm not
facilitating
asking you
that.
about litigation. I'm asking you what the law is, because let me put it to you this
There's
way.
an appropriations rider that talks about
Correct,
oversight.
and appropriations
That is
are law, because you are asking us to
Correct.
appropriate dollars right now for DHS, correct?
Correct.
And if we do that, you would take that as law, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so that is what the law states, yet somehow, myself and another colleague, Congressman Castro, we ended up giving a 7-day notice to the Dilley detention facility because I had actually already gone to El Paso before. And when I went to that facility and I asked them why it was that they were requiring me to do something that specifically my branch of government had dictated was not required, they said it was because of you. They said you were the one that said that they were not allowed to allow us entry unless we gave a 7 days heads up. Is that true?
The law specifically states oversight and visitations, and we are working to
My question
facilitate
is,
those. And we're at that
were
time
you,
working
did you give the instruction that members must give a 7 days heads up or not?
We had a policy in place that allowed us to get.
Did you, were you the one that ordered that policy?
I have a responsibility for ensuring everybody in that
Okay.
facility is going to be safe, and that I have
Okay,
adequate
no, but that's not
staff
my question, because
to
the
conduct
problem,
a
let
tour
me
and
tell you why we need
oversight
to,
at the same time.
reclaiming my time. The reason that I'm talking to you about this policy and you're talking to me about safety is because I did go into the Dilley detention facility.
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you, they're not safe. This is why we need to conduct oversight, because your people continue. In fact, you have lost more lives in detention than anybody else. That is your record right now. So I don't expect that y'all are going to be the ones that are going to be best to keep them safe. This is why we are supposed to conduct oversight and not wait for you to give permission. In fact, after I left the Dilley facility, we were informed of a measles outbreak that was taking place in that facility. And another question I have, are you the one that ordered it to be reopened, because that facility was closed under Joe Biden?
Those facilities were opened with the new administration. I'd have to
Okay,
look and
you're
see
part
if
of the
that
new
was-
administration. Were you the one that ordered it to be open is my question.
I would have to see when it was opened, because I wasn't sworn in until 5 days after.
Okay,
the
well, it
president
was
in
reopened in
office. So
March.
I would have to look at
It was reopened in March of last year.
Well, then I'm sure that contract would have been renewed while I was secretary.
Speaking of contracts, as I have actually, you know what? Let me continue on this line of y'all breaking the law. Are you familiar with a child by the name of Liam Ramos?
I am.
All right. So Liam was at this Dilley facility, and it just so happened that we had put in our 7 days notice, and y'all had grabbed him 6 days prior to our visit. So we were able to go and visit Liam. Are you aware of the court order that came down that released Liam from custody?
I am.
And are you aware that the judge said the case has its genesis in an ill-conceived and incompetently implemented government pursuit of daily deportation quotas, apparently even if it requires traumatizing children? This court and others regularly send undocumented people to prison and orders them deported, but do so by proper legal procedures. Are you aware of that?
Yes, and I would disagree with the judge on
I'm
several
sure you
points
would, but
in
can you
there.
tell me whether or not
That
you have a law
father-
degree?
Father chose to.
Can you tell
have
me whether or
Liam
not you
be
have a
with
law
him.
degree?
If I have what?
A law degree.
No, I do not have a law
Okay,
degree.
and you do understand, because I can go through a bunch of court cases and orders that I disagree with from the Supreme Court, that ultimately that is the order of the court. That is what you follow, and if you have an issue, you appeal it up, correct?
That is correct.
Okay. The court went on to say, apparent also is the government's ignorance.
If you guys
of an
if you guys want to watch this whole clip, it's a little longer. She ate her ass the fuck up. Damn. I'm fine with her staying right there if she gets to do that. But I don't understand why why y'all didn't vote her into the Senate. I really don't. That was slow. We need that type of energy in the Senate. Y'all are slow. Y'all are slow. Y'all really should. Oh well, he has a softer tone. Okay, white women. Yeah, I'm glad that you feel safe and comfortable with that. Like I said earlier, before a lot of people were even here, y'all aren't safe, and these people aren't here to save you. You need somebody with some energy and some fire. Just because you don't feel safe because has a more aggressive tone. Well, he doesn't seem like he got that energy and that fire. You better hope he do. I hope to God that he does, for your sake, okay? I don't live in fucking Texas. But all right, keep playing these games. Y'all should have really got her ass in there. But no, okay. I hope that Tallarico is all that you dreamed of and more, for your sake. Hold on, let me check this message here. Oh yeah, this is the day after she lost. That's what Katie said in the notes. But yes, I know. Yeah, they also, black people said that she's aggressive also. Yeah. I know I saw a lot of like black men bashing her, like Stephen A. Smith going online and saying shit about her, and it's just bad. It happens all the time for black women. I'm almost like, you know what? Fuck even trying to help these people. You know what? They don't deserve our leadership and our care. You know what? If y'all want to fuck up the whole planet, why don't you just go ahead and do it? Go ahead and do it. Since this is what you guys want to do, white people. Shit, we'll just sit back and watch. Just leave us the fuck out of it. Go ahead and destroy yourselves. Can you please just do that and leave everybody the fuck else alone? For real. This is getting annoying here. But yeah, absolutely love her. I'm glad that she's always gonna stick around. Like as long as she draws breath, she's always gonna be bringing the fire. So anyway, let's what's next?
Why do I love these wide open spaces? They remind me of why our forefathers came here. Not just for its beauty, but for the freedom only America provides. I'm Christy Nome. From the cowboys who tamed the West, to the titans who built our cities, to the dreamers who chased the impossible, America has always rewarded vision and grit. Our greatness calls people to us for a chance to prosper, to live how they choose, to become part of something special. Anyone who searches for freedom can always find a home here. But that freedom's a precious thing, and we defend it vigorously. You cross the border illegally, we'll find you. Break our laws, we'll punish you. Harm American citizens, there will be consequences. But if you come here the right way, your American dream can be as big as these endless skies. From President Trump and me, welcome home.
All right, now that we got through that ad for a dictatorship, let's go through films that had a smaller budget than that money laundering scheme. Commercial. We had the Blair Witch Project, $60K. Paranormal Activity at $15K. Napoleon Dynamite, $400K. OG Mad Max, $350K. These are some small numbers. Let's get to the more expensive ones. You've got the OG Mad Max at $350K. Saw at $1.2 million. Rocky at $1 million. Jurassic Park at $63 million. OG Star Wars, $11 million. Saving Private Ryan, $70 million. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone at $125 million. The Dark Knight, $185 million. Hunger Games, $78 million. Spider-Man, $139 million. Sinners, $90 million. The Shining, $19 million. Jaws, $12 million. Dune, Part 1, $165 million. Wizard of Oz, $2.7 million. Revenge of the Sith,
this is crazy.
$113 million. Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring, $90 million. Inglourious Bastards at $70 million. And Oppenheimer coming in at $100 million. Chances are you've probably seen these multiple times. I want you to count how many times you saw that commercial. You could literally get plastic surgery on her face after every single scene in that commercial, and it still wouldn't be $200 million. Honestly, with all the corruption in this administration, you would have probably pulled it off, but you had to go and be so blaringly obvious.
Wow. That is insane. Like, she needs to be investigated and charged and shit. She needs to go to prison. She's not the secretary no more. Trump don't care what happened to her. He don't give a fuck about her. She needs to, now is the time to look into her and get her ass into jail. She ain't got immunity. That's what I think needs to happen next. Don't let her just walk off into the fucking sunset. Fuck that. Yeah, no, the Lord of the Rings was a huge movie. I've seen that movie. I mean, I love Lord of the Rings. I'm a Lord of the Rings head for sure. But like, I have the big disc set, the extended versions, like the box sets that they have. I have those on DVD. Like, that's insane. That's a lot of money. That's a huge movie. Like, and that commercial is hella whack. It doesn't look like it took anywhere close to 200 million, they say, to like make that. Like, okay, she definitely pocketed some fucking money. That's all I have to say about that. The image of her riding a horse in front of Mount Rushmore was just a signal to Trump, support me and I'll get your face carved up there, just as was eating a banana without biting it. Yeah. Yeah, make an example of her. Yeah. Trump's favor is fickle. She gave that money to her side piece. Yes, she certainly did. In her little bedroom and her little blankie with his juices all over it. Sorry, that was a horrible image. I apologize.
A what now?
All right. What we got next? Oh, Chrissy Noem's cousin.
Is my cousin, and she is the reason why everybody in my family and I vote Democrat. Thing you got to know about Christy is she's always been doing a lot of heavy lifting with light equipment. When she first went to Washington, she came back and bragged to everybody that she got a Versace dress. We tried to explain to her that it was actually pronounced Versace, but she didn't listen, and she was in the slow track at school, so she didn't get any language classes. It didn't just stop there with the fashion stuff, because one year she came back from Washington and she told all of us that she would never, ever touch Prada, because apparently it was the devil's brand. And I don't think that she was aware of the fact that the movie The Devil Wears Prada isn't about Prada or the devil. It's about Meryl Streep and Anne Hathaway. It's a lovely movie, actually. Chrissy is always compensated for her lack of intelligence with just being really mean. Like, one of her favorite movies is Carrie, and it's because she thinks it's a comedy. Whenever that bucket falls on Carrie, Christy just laughs and laughs and laughs. Like, she thinks it's so funny, but like, it's tragic. Christy grew up on a ranch, but whenever she comes home, she always says it smells bad. Like, she was always offended by the smells of a ranch. My grandmother asked her if that's why her nose kept getting smaller. Christy was not happy. She said, "My watch is worth more than your house." This is satire, but something tells me somebody from South Dakota with $1,000 hair extensions and a $60,000 watch probably isn't doing a lot of shoveling of manure these days. Also, while Christy's playing dress up, her and her regime are kidnapping innocent civilians and sending them abroad. She's evil. You know him as my cousin, and she is the reason why
Damn, Christy. That would be your own people, bro. I don't think your cousin likes you very much, Christy. He said your nose keep getting smaller. He said you're evil. Hey, Christy, you in there? Your cousin said you ugly. Oh, this lady gave her a verbal lashing too. I'm just bashing Christy Noem because I hate that bitch. So here goes another one.
Nobody
is above the law. You are not above the law. Todd Lyons is not above the
You
law.
believe that,
No
then
one
every
working
person
for
who's
you,
in this country
nobody
illegally
working for you
should be
is
held
above the
accountable
law.
for breaking
So I
that
want to
law.
say this, Secretary Noem, it is shocking to Americans right now to see that you can sit in front of this committee and continue to cover for people who are working under you. You're in charge now. This is your DHS. The buck stops with you. The fact that you have people working under you that are lying to federal judges and that you're not going to take responsibility for that and hold them accountable to that is shocking. And I think Americans deserve so much better than that. And your employees have regularly ignored court orders and lied to judges. Now you're covering up. And I just want to say, this conduct alone is impeachable. And I want you to know that Americans will get accountability for the damage that you have done, for the lawlessness of aspects of DHS, for killing innocent Americans, for terrorizing children. They will get accountability. And you are the Secretary of DHS for now. And you think you're immune from accountability, but I promise you this, one day, he is not going to be president anymore. He is not going to be in charge. And when that day comes, we will still be here. And we will still be seeking accountability. And in hearings like this, we are going to continue to prove your guilt. I yield back. Nobody is.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I said. Oh, you gotta.
Thank you.
Yes. I gotta get remember to wait so Katie can do her thing. Thank you, Katie, for doing such a great job with the tech. She's really awesome and always helps me out. But yeah. Yeah, all that ass kissing was for nothing. You're absolutely right. That's what Aztec Priest said. What's up, Aztec Priest? Thanks, Katie. And then we got, now she took a lateral move. He might be a bit miffed, but saw a solution to a problem and still getting paid by us. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. She can't just be allowed to walk off into the sunset. She's just gonna keep doing what she's doing behind closed doors. She needs to be like, she doesn't have daddy's protection, and if they hem her up, he's gonna run the other way because he doesn't want nothing to do with anything illegal because he has too much heat. So he's definitely willing to throw anybody under the bus as long as it's not him. So I think that now is the time. This is where she's at her weakest. I think they should just get her ass now. But I guess we could sit and wait around. That seems to just be what we're doing, and just like not doing anything about any of these people. Could have been done something about this shit, but no. I guess we just gonna sit here and watch it burn, I guess. And they just gonna run amok because they're not being held accountable. But yeah, what we got next?
Say, I predicted a lot about what's happening right now. I'm not into saying I told you so, but we did see it coming. But what I did not predict is that we would not have Jesse Jackson with us right now to help us get through this. And this afternoon has been such a beautiful remembrance of his spirit, his life, and his faith. And in a way that Reverend Al talked about it and so many others have, I do think of this afternoon as what it is doing for me to renew my faith in what is possible, fueled by the hope that Jesse Jackson so often reminded us of. Let me just say, I predicted a lot about what's happening right now.
That wasn't like everything that she said. That's just a little clip that I found. I watched a few of those speeches. They're all really good. I highly recommend them if you have not watched them. They're all really good. Obama has some good moments too. But I wanted to show a little bit of that. Kamala Harris was actually out here. I could have gone on Wednesday, but I wanted to go on Wednesday, and the tickets were like hella expensive. I was like, girl, like you are not like Beyonce or Cardi B. Like you're just gonna be on. It's like a book tour. So they were just really unaffordable. And then like a family friend of mine actually had some tickets, but I didn't answer my phone until too late, so I wasn't able to do that. That would have been super cool though. Hopefully she comes back at some point, and so I could catch her. But it was just too last minute for me to go. Anyway, okay. So thank you so much for being here. Hi, Andrea. Thanks, Rebel Scum, for being here. Aztec Priest. We have one more segment. I'm just shouting you out. I saw Marley here. So yeah, we just hanging out, just a sassy Saturday, just chilling over here. Gonna go take another nap, maybe do my hair, just chilling. Wanted to tap in with y'all since I missed you guys on Thursday. But yeah, let's talk about some other things that kind of happened that kind of fell under the radar that I thought was important to highlight. So let's go for it.
It's now illegal for trans people to drive in Kansas. I never say, like, please don't scroll. But for once in my very online life, I'm going to ask you to not scroll. This week, trans people in Kansas received letters that their IDs are now invalid with no grace period.
Hi, I'm Avery Rowland. I'm a transgender woman in Kansas, and today I got a letter from the Driver's License Bureau saying my license is invalid.
It happened. I received my letter from the Kansas government saying that I need to change my driver's license back to male.
And will remain invalid unless they go to the DMV and get new IDs listing their sex assigned at birth. If they're caught driving with their current license, which affirms their identity, they could face a Class B misdemeanor, which carries up to 6 months in prison. Of course, prisons that align with their sex assigned at birth. Now, you may be wondering, if there's no grace period, how can they drive themselves to the DMV to get a valid license? Or why didn't the government just send them valid IDs with those letters? Because giving trans people paths to freedom is not the point. Preventing them from participating in public life is. Much like how ICE has been arresting people when they show up for their lawful immigration appointments, the fascist regime is pretending that there's a pathway to becoming a persecuted minority the right way, when we know that that's not their goal. They don't want trans people driving or getting paid at their jobs or renting apartments or voting. And once they've achieved that, they will move on to another group. So if you're thinking, I'm not trans, what does this have to do with me? Allow me to put it another way. The same politicians pushing for ID requirements on voting day just singled out a group of people that they did not like and invalidated their IDs overnight. I think you should care about this because it happened to anyone. But if you also belong to any minoritized group and think that something similar couldn't happen to you when you become inconvenient to the fascist project, I don't really know what to tell you. It feels insane, frankly, to be speaking in these terms about a supposedly free country, but I've added a link to donate to Transcontinental Pipeline on my profile. It's an organization that is helping evacuate trans people in unsafe states to Colorado. And to trans people in Kansas, we love you, we need you, please hang in there. It is.
Woo, man, that is so fucked. This is yeah. We got some comments. Lawless administration, absolutely right. And the Christian Taliban for you. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I didn't even think about it like that. Yeah, but they're just like, woo, these people. They're just annoying. They just are like that fly that just keeps swatting around, and they just are they're just terrible, terrible, evil fucking people. Like, for real. But there is some good news with this story. So go ahead and run that.
Lyft just made an incredible gesture after Kansas lawmakers took the right to drive away from trans people in the state. Yes, Republican lawmakers in the state of Kansas, a party that always talks about small government, took away the rights of trans people immediately through a new law that was passed. Lyft posted on their official social media handles that they are offering 50% off rides to anyone in the state of Kansas who needs it. The promo code is even in support of trans people. This gesture actually aligns with their political giving as a company. The company, along with its senior leaders and other employees, give at least 80% or more to Democrats in every election cycle. Meanwhile, you have Uber. Uber donated $1 million to Donald Trump's inauguration this past year, and their CEO also donated $1 million to Trump's inauguration. Lyft just made an
So good on Lyft for doing that, being on the right side over here. I take Lyft. I knew about Uber. I think there was a show about Uber on Apple TV. I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe they have individual GoFundMe's or something like that. I don't know. If you, I don't know, you would have to ask the trans people in Kansas. But yeah. But that's a good idea to try to find out if that's something you're interested in. But yeah, I kind of forgot. Oh yeah, there's a show on HBO, or it must have been Apple TV, I think. I forget what it was called, but it Jordan Levitt, what's that dude's name? Jordan Alexander Levitt Jackson. I don't know. He has like 3 names. He's like a famous actor. He played like the dude that owned Uber and like yeah. Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks, Katie. Yeah. So anyway, let's move on to the next clip. But yeah, Lyft, I usually take Lyft, but I already knew about the Uber dudes being shady.
Dropping my son off.
Okay. What'd you hand off to the gentleman that walked back in the house?
His coffee cup.
His coffee cup?
Yes. I'm tired of him leaving his mess in my car.
Okay. All right. Do you have anything illegal in the car?
You want to search it?
I mean, if you want to let me search it.
Like, what do y'all think we did a transaction or something?
Well, that's what it looked like.
Because we're black?
No. I couldn't see in your car. Your window tints too dark.
Okay,
anyway.
so exactly. So, but it looked like we were doing a drug transaction.
Yeah, so you pulled up, he came out, you handed something to him, he walked back in the
No,
house.
you missed
We're
it.
not going to argue about it.
I came from this way, went around, took him home,
I saw where
dropped
you came
him
from.
off.
I saw where you came from.
And I dropped him off to his house.
Okay.
He left his cup here because I'm tired of his shit being in my car. I beeped the horn, gave him his cup.
Okay.
That's what happened.
Okay. Do you have anything illegal in the car?
No.
Okay. You don't have any crack?
I don't.
Weed?
Sir, I'm a fucking business owner, okay? I don't have no crack. I don't have no weed. I don't sell drugs, do drugs, no none of that bullshit. It's not a question. That's very derogatory for you to say. Probably because I'm black. He was a black man, and y'all think that it looked like we were selling drugs. No, because I'm highly upset that I feel offended. I know. Come on, what we doing here? What we doing?
Would you be willing to let me search your car?
No. For what?
Well, because it looked like you did a drug transaction back
I
there.
gave him a coffee cup.
Okay. What kind of coffee cup?
It was a white fucking coffee cup.
Why are you screaming?
Because I can't believe because you keep saying that we made a drug transaction.
And that's okay.
Is he stupid? He must be stupid.
It's simple questions.
It isn't, sir. That's not fair. That's not fair.
It's not fair. I'm sorry.
I know. And you police officers are horrible.
I'm horrible.
You police officers, sir. What we going to do, sir?
So now you're grouping me into a group of people.
And you're grouping me into a group of people where it looked like I was doing a drug transaction.
You could have been Mexican. You could have been white. You could have been green. You could have been yellow.
And I'm black, and it looked like that I was making a drug transaction.
Okay. All right.
And now you being a police officer, you people are horrible.
10-4. So you don't have anything in the car?
Sir, I don't have nothing in my car.
What's the name of the gentleman that you stopped with?
That's my son, Anthony.
The bigger guy.
Dad!
That's your son?
I'm 55 fucking years old. I'll be 56 in February. What we doing here, sir?
I'm asking. What are you doing over in New Cumberland right now?
Bruh.
I need to hop in real quick on this.
Yeah.
This shit is across the river. I know my hair looks amazing right now. This shit is literally across the river from me. And where we are, it's very blue, very left, very progressive. There are racists on the other side of that river, and we call it White Shore for a reason. So good on this mom for like standing the fuck up.
Yeah.
That's how they are across the river.
Damn. That is exhausting. Like,
as soon as they said New Cumberland, I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, that's terrible. That's terrible. But thanks for that input, Katie. Appreciate you filling us in there. Now we know. Don't be going to White Shorington, okay? Don't do that. Because they gonna hem you up. Like, he was like, what, do you have any crack? Like, what? Do you have crack? Like, she looked like a very pretty lady, looked like a nice lady. Definitely did not look like a fucking crackhead, okay? Like, oh my God. That is exhausting. That is exhausting. I'm almost convinced that, like, maybe not my spice. Maybe I ain't even gonna say what I have to say. But it is a thought. Anyway, let's just keep going.
If you are calling about the crisis in the Middle East, please press 1. If not, press 2. Please do not rely on the U.S. government for assisted departure or evacuation at this time. There are currently no United States evacuation points. Please continue to check the embassy's website for updated information. In the event of ongoing military action, Americans should shelter in place until it is safe to move about freely. If you are calling about the crisis in the Middle East, please press 1.
That's crazy. That's crazy. So yeah, that was I probably should have put that up in the war section, but there's that was kind of like a thing that I guess people were seeing. That's crazy. That's really scary shit. I hope people get home, but the same thing happened with Venezuela. People got stuck in South America for a while too, because the airspace all closed, so they were stuck there. Remember, we did a show on that, Katie. But yeah. Anyway, what's next? Oh, I like this guy. We got another bit of a crash out.
You finally woke up and decided to stop supporting Trump. Good. Congratulations on getting out of the political escape room that has always had the lights on and the doors unlocked. But here's the part some of you are getting twisted. You don't get a prize for finally reading the warning label. This isn't Costco. You can't just return a decade of damage. And your vote likely wasn't a one-time mistake. It was 2016 and 2020 and then 2024. And now, after a decade of red flags and court cases and Epstein files and authoritarian cosplay and now bombings, you want a standing ovation. Oh, fuck all the way off. You don't get a medal for now hating a monster that you helped create. Americans have lost rights. Families have been torn apart. History is being whitewashed. And extremists got emboldened because of what you voted for. All while the rest of us have been living in this mess, and you were sitting back like, you know what? I think I still need more evidence. You had the same news, the same internet, the same access. You just chose a version of reality that felt better. So if you're leaving MAGA, great. Do something useful with it. Don't cry to us about how blind you were. Go talk to the people that are still in the cult. Call out the lies that you help repeat. Correct the misinformation you help spread. And maybe vote like you actually understand consequences now. But don't show up expecting hugs from the people that you called dramatic for 10 years. You are entitled to change. You are not entitled to forgiveness. So welcome back to reality. Now pick up a fucking mop and start cleaning up the mess you helped create. And if you want to help fund.
So yeah, again, so there was this white lady on. We're gonna skip that one, Katie. I'll save that one for Monday. I think I want to do like a whole segment. There's this white lady that like broke from the cult, and she was on the internet crying, talking about, I finally voted they got from the cult. I voted for Trump 3 times. I was raised evil and racist and bigoted and retarded. And so I just didn't realize it. And I finally realized it. Nobody is forgiving me. Like, oh God. Lady. Okay, good for you. I'm happy. Now, fuck off. Like, stop crying on the internet, white women. It is so embarrassing. Stop it. It is not what you should do. Do not cry on the internet, white women.
Fuck her. When people show you who they are, believe them the first time. And all of them. And all of them.
Thank you. Yes, that is exactly the sentiment. Yeah. Cut that crying shit out because it's really, really embarrassing and people are looking at you like this. Is she okay? Too many pineapple and cheese sandwiches. All right, we got a Aaron Parnas update.
We have some serious news right now. ICE has deported a family from California, including a 6-year-old boy who is deaf, refusing to let him take his assistive devices so that he can hear. According to The Guardian, California superintendent is now calling for the return of a hearing-impaired 6-year-old after he, his mother, his 5-year-old sibling were detained on Tuesday of this week. They were reporting for their check-in at a local ICE office in San Francisco, and they were deported to Colombia. The 6-year-old boy has a specific implant that he uses so that he can hear. And a teacher specialist at his school says that if he's not able to get this device, then he may not be able to access certain education in Colombia. And specifically, if he isn't allowed to return to the United States of America, he may not receive critical ASL education that he's been receiving over the past several years. I know it's easy to just forget that these deportations are happening, but we can't just let it become normal and we can't just forget about it. We must keep spreading this information. So spread the word and follow.
Yeah. This is, another one that happened again. I mean, we're not surprised anymore, but we can't normalize this shit. He's absolutely right. But I kind of need people. I know this, I'm not blaming them, but stop going to these fucking court cases. Demand that you do that shit on Zoom or something. Because, like, are we not learning our fucking lesson yet? Like, this is crazy. Please, for the love of God, stop, like, demand, like, hey, I need to do I do not feel safe. I don't want to end up in Colombia. In you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to end up in Colombia somewhere. I demand that I have my court hearing on Zoom somewhere safe where I won't get kidnapped and my kid won't get kidnapped and without his hearing aid and shit. Hey, Jazzy, you're better late than never. I'm glad you're here. But yeah. So don't go. Right now is not the time to be risking any of that. I'm sorry. That's just my advice. You know what I mean? And we got some exit messages, something to like kind of palate cleanse us, some fun stuff. Because we talk about all this dark shit. I like to make sure that I leave you guys with some palate cleansing moments. So let's go for it.
Hi.
Wow.
Wow, yes.
Wow.
Wow. Lots of people recently have been.
Hold on. Ravens can talk. Ravens can talk. This whole time they've been out here chopping it up to that degree. That voice was crisp. I knew about parrots and those kind of birds that we often hear about talking. Like parrots always get to talk and shine, right? And I'm sure you people in the bird knowledge community, you already knew birds could do this. But a raven, though, that vocally crisp. Raven was sitting up there talking like Lamar Jackson at a post-game interview. This shit was crisp. Can you imagine being in a dark Baltimore alley? Nobody around, no humans in sight. And then you hear, hi, wow. That's why Edgar Allan Poe was like, is that my lost Lenore? It was Raven talking to his ass the whole time. I never knew.
Fine.
Yeah, those motherfuckers are smart. There were hella. One time I went to the like kind of like the starts with a C. Catalina Island is one of them. There's like a bunch of islands. Anyway, for my birthday one time, and there were hella ravens out there, and you had to like they knew how to unzip your fucking tent and shit, like and go inside your shit. Yeah, they'll unzip your backpack and shit. Yeah. Yeah, they do. Yep, they do. Ravens are very smart. They remember faces and tell each other which face is not a friend, and then that person gets harassed by them. Yeah, they like remember your ass. I think it's like a generational thing too. They they like produce more birds and tell them to go to hate you. Oh man, like you have a whole like family of crows, you know, that all hate you if you do something wrong to them. It's hilarious. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I agree. See, maybe this will make you feel better about crows. We got another one. Oh. Murder of crows. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Katie.
Say you shouldn't casually feed crows because you might not be able to handle the consequences. Just like the man filming this video, he simply gave this crow a few snacks on a whim, thinking it was no big deal. But it will remember your face. Before long, it will return. And this time, it will bring its entire family. From then on, whenever you go out, a large flock of crows will be waiting for you right on time, standing on power lines or rooftops, watching you. They'll even act like bodyguards, following you wherever you go. In fact, crows are not only highly intelligent, but also exceptionally loyal. Feed them just once, and a crow will consider you a friend, interacting with you trustingly. They might even secretly bring you all sorts of surprising little gifts. So if you want to befriend a crow, just find a fixed spot and feed it consistently. Once it completely trusts you, you'll become part of their family. Sometimes they'll even find food to bring back and feed you in return. This is why they say you shouldn't casually...
Yo, I ain't even gonna lie. To have a whole army of crows just for some snacks? Like every time I pull up, the crows is with me. When you see the crows gathering, you be like, all right, Tony must be coming, y'all. Then I come around the corner, and it's not even ominous. It's just, I get them snacks. I get them peanuts and crackers, breadcrumbs. It's my crew now, man. They're going to be on the lookout for me. They're going to remember my face. They're going to be telling, yeah, it's Tony, man. That's his son, Sincere. Yeah, man. They be giving us graham crackers and shit. Do I want an army of crows? Counting crows. A murder of crows, if you will. Sounds kind of fun.
Yeah.
I never knew.
This is why...
I don't know. We are at war. I'll give me a bunch of crow homies to walk me home every day safely. You know what I mean? Hey. Just flying around, they just hanging out. I'm gonna find me one at school. That's where I can find one at work. I'm gonna find me a crow. Hey man, y'all be like, oh shit, May coming. My homie's right here. Oh, and this guy found a cat. Okay, see, I'm liking the palate cleansers today. I forgot about all that bullshit for a little bit. Thanks for being here, guys.
I might have did a thing. I'm not too sure. Hi. Hey. Hi. I think this is my time, guys. Come on. Life update. I got off work at 6 a.m. today. And before 6 a.m., I didn't have one of these. I did not have one of these. Popped out of some bushes. I left work and it just And here we are. I didn't expect this, okay? I just turned 31 like 6 days ago. Are you here to purring? You are a satisfied little monster, huh? Come here. This is Luffy. This is my son. This is my boy. Hey, are you biting on my chain, brother? Oh. This wasn't on my bingo card. I had other plans, but this guy? Alright. It's been a month since we've met each other. He's just getting bigger. He's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. What is wrong with you? You don't know whether to go to sleep or if you want to play. For someone that didn't want an orange cat, I really love this guy. This is completely by choice, by the way. You done? No? Okay. Honestly, he's definitely changed my life. Yeah, he's crazy. Luffy. You can't. Can we get down? You wanna get down? Can we get down? I might.
So cute. As you know, I have 2 cats. I love the cats. Cat distribution system. Yay. Strikes again. It sure did. Such a little cutie little Luffy. You found 3 in the junkyard. Did you keep them? Are they still with you? What are their names? What are your pets' names? You got cats, you got dogs. I got Annabelle and Sandy. Annabelle's over there asleep. She's not bothering me during the show today. She must be tired. Oh, that's nice. That's good. That's sweet. Yeah. I like to have more than 1 cat. When Annabelle's papa come and finally gets him, probably or her in the summer, I probably have to get Sandy another cat because I want to have Sandy to have another cat. She always has been living with another cat. So I guess I'll have to get me a new friend, but Annabelle's going to go back to Cincinnati. Actually, I don't think she's ever lived in Cincinnati. I think she's lived in Charlotte. But yeah. 2 sister Calico and 1 brother Orange. Oh, I have a Calico too. Yeah, Sandy is a Calico. She's a long hair Calico. I was just brushing her today. She got little knots all over her chest and stuff. But yeah, I love the animals. They are so important to like people right now. I think if you have kids, that's cool too, but having that sort of companionship with the animals is always nice. And I think very healing for times like this. So yeah. I think we got I forgot about William. I think we got one more.
I'll do her lip injections in a second. Hi, how are ya? What's the name? Donald? Okay. Before we get started, I want you to hop on that scale for me for a second. God damn. How much? Oh god, don't worry about it. Take a listen to your heart real quick. Oh, it's frozen. Got it. Okay, cool. Yeah, heart is ice cold. Sorry, just got a little too close, yeah? You drop your drawers and then turn your head for me. All right? Okay. I'm not feeling anything. You don't got balls. All right. He doesn't have balls. Oh, no, sorry. He doesn't have balls. Donald Trump has no balls. Just in case. All right, so what brings you to the health facility, big guy? You got a rash right here. Let me see. I can see it's like a little red right here. Yeah. Okay. I see little bits on your face too. Your face is always that color? Okay. It's supposed to look like that. You want me to address that too? Disgusting fucking face. Normal. All right, big dog, here's what I'm thinking. One of 2 things. Either syphilis. I can't imagine someone would want to touch you consensually, or it could be shingles brought on by stress. Yeah, I mean, I'd be stressed too if I had to start a war to keep people from knowing I was in the Epstein files. Oh yeah, I know everything. Can I relate? No, God, I'm not in the Epstein files. I'm Satan, I'm not a monster. Here's what we do. We do surgery, just don't think you're gonna live through it. Because like the bone spurs and stuff that you have, you get an infection right away. Or we can just like let it take its course. I mean, the rash does distract people from you being in Yep, the Epstein files. Cool, cool. Also, I hate to bring it up, but your check bounced. Unfortunately, I can no longer replace Chrissy Gnome's demon face with a human one. What? Oh, no, sorry. A Trump Gold card does not work here. So tell Karen I'll do her lip injections in a second. Hi, how are ya? What's the name?
I absolutely love him. He is hella funny. And he's cute. I know he's gay, but yeah, no, I love his little Satan and Jesus skits. Those are always really fun. It always is nice to have something on your timeline that like really like and stuff, and like try to keep your algorithm kind of with stuff uplifting. So when you're scrolling and it doesn't get too doom and gloomy, you know what I mean? I like to make sure that I have content creators that I enjoy watching, that you know, bring a smile to your face or make you laugh, or like go on like a good rant. Oh, I just highly recommend kind of making sure your video games too. Your algorithm is just kind of like you know, there's some stuff in there. I like to have my cat videos, or I like to have like my Oakland videos come up, like just people having a good time partying and stuff, you know, hyphy culture type stuff. But yeah, make sure you actively try to get your algorithm going for something that's fit for you and not too heavy and too deep. So yeah, I like to show you guys some of the stuff that I watch that makes me feel a little bit better, instead of being like in the doom and gloom space all the time. And yeah, what video games you be playing? Man, I need to get me another copy of Dark Angel. The one that I have doesn't work, but I could bet you I could buy it for like super cheap. It's on PlayStation 2. But I really like that game. It's kind of old school. Arc Raiders. Okay. You know what? I have to hit up my boyfriend and see if he can get that game, because he has like PlayStation 5, like, so he has access to like hella games. Let me try that one out. He might want to get into a new game. I like Borderlands. I heard there's a newer one out. Yeah, but Borderlands, you got to play with two people. It's a co-op game, so it's more fun if you play it with somebody else. Arc Raiders is like a psychology experiment, huh? I gotta look into that. That's interesting. Okay, that sounds kind of fun. And then I kind of want to start. I might have to check in on my Sims. I kind of put my Sim game down for a little bit. But maybe I should check in on them, make sure they ain't dead or nothing. You know what I mean? I don't really like having a family that's hella big. Sometimes it can be hard to why is who leaving? Sometimes it could be hard to like work with oh, okay. You're right. Sorry. My brain's shutting down. I'm tired today. With a big ass family, especially the kids are kind of hard to work with. And I have 4 people. So it's hard to develop like more than one sim at a time. It just makes the game go really slow. Sims is hella fun. I've been playing Sims my whole life pretty much. As soon as like they really kind of came out. Sims is hella fun. Some people treat their Sims bad. I take really good care of my Sims. I like them. And my Sims can use magic, like, because I add like a magic pack on there. So they can like, one of them pretty as much as like maxed out on the game, where like she doesn't have to like clean anything. She could like she can just like do a spell and clean stuff. She doesn't even have to walk up to the item anymore to like use the magic. She used to, but she's like all powerful now, and so she can like just clean shit and zap people. She could electrocute people, catch people on fire. Yeah, it's really fun. Anyway, yeah, I like all sorts of video games though. Like I really like Metal Gear. I really like Resident Evil 4. That's my favorite one. I like Assassin's Creed, Grand Theft Auto. I love Grand Theft Auto. I've played all of them. I didn't really like Grand Theft Auto 4 that much though. but 3 and 5 are my favorite for GTA. See, look, we over here talking about some video games. So we got through the whole, you know, kind of all that bullshit, and now we're over here just chilling, talking video games and stuff. So, yeah, who wait? No way, go back. Who? Go back where? What is there something going on? To the it has the best story. I was like, go back where? I don't know. I just didn't like the controls. I think I wasn't really a fan of that story. I don't know. Teach their own though. I'm glad you liked it. Ain't no shade for liking it. I also didn't like how easy it was to fly out the freaking window, like when you freaking were driving around. Jeez. I just remember that being kind of annoying. But I like I have Grand Theft Auto 5 still. I like to go back and replay that one. I've played through it a few times. And then yeah, I just really like 3. And I actually you can play Grand Theft Auto 3 on Netflix. The slidey driving. Yeah, the physics were too realistic. Yeah, that was the one thing I didn't like. Yeah. Yeah. I'm glad that they kind of dialed that back in Grand Theft Auto 5. And I just like the controls and the shooting and stuff. The missions in Grand Theft Auto 5 are amazing. I hope we get GTA 6 before they blow up the whole planet. Oh, God. They got to hurry up. Come on. Let's get this out the way so we can play it at least once or twice before it's all over. Oh, God. Just release GTA 6. But yeah, have you ever played the Scarface one? Oh, San Andreas. Don't forget San Andreas. That's classic. That's classic for sure. Have you ever played Scarface? The World Is Yours, kind of like the old one. I might pop that game in. That game works. That game's hella fun. It's like it kind of goes like he doesn't die at the end, and he has to like rebuild his empire. So instead of him dying, he like escapes, and then like you can like order cars, and you build your house back up, and the cars will come get you and stuff. I remember that game being hella fun. Mafia was cool too, and I liked Max Payne as well. That was another fun one that yeah, Mafia. I played Mafia before. Yeah, those are cool games. So my friend across my old neighbor across the street, we're still friends. I still see him from time to time. But yeah, Max Payne's hella fun. I like all of them, even the one where he's an old man. I thought it was all right. But like my friend Goose, he had like all the game systems growing up. So all the neighborhood kids would go to his house, and we would play 007, Mario Kart, Need for Speed. We would play Metal Gear. That we all played Metal Gear. We all had Game Boys, so we were always like playing Pokemon and stuff. Yeah, and like I have like the big house, like so we would porch kick it at my house. We would porch kick it at Jasmine's house, and Goose had all the video games. Twisted Metal, no, but I heard that I would like that game. I heard that I would like that one. I think I can get it too. That's a good suggestion. Yeah, my friend said that I would probably really enjoy that game. But yeah, anywho, that's all I got for you guys today. I'm glad we got to have a little after chat about some fun stuff. Don't let this shit get you down too much. You know what I mean? Like, we all are in this together, and you know, we have to talk about these things. We have to educate ourselves. We have to keep up on it, but we can do that and also still take a break and enjoy ourselves, catch up on your sleep, do fun things, man. Like this past week was really, really great. I'm linked up with hella friends. One I met in New Orleans on Monday. And then I met up with a friend that I grew up with in choir. On Wednesday, she was back from Minnesota. She moved out to Minnesota like a month before all that stuff kind of popped off. Like she had just got there, and then Minnesota got, you know what happens after that. But yeah, so she came out for a week. So I met up with her. Almost went to the Kamala Harris convention, but it was too last minute and I couldn't make it. And then my friend had a show on Thursday, so I went out to San Francisco and he played a show, and there were other bands there that were really good. And my friend that I had in high school, I hadn't seen her since high school. She was bartending. We did musicals and shit together. So yeah, just super cool kind of week. Very busy. I'm fucking exhausted, but you know, I was very spontaneous, and I'm glad that I just kind of went out and like did these things and connected with people. You know what I mean? And that always helps me, you know, and by supporting my friends and hanging out with them and seeing the people in my community and things like that. It just like, I just think it's important to not isolate ourselves during these times. You know what I'm saying? Solidarity is indeed the way, my friends. But yes, that's all I got for you today. I'm gonna probably get to my hair at some point, or I might just take another nap. Y'all have a good rest of your day. Have a good weekend. Don't let these bastards get you down. Drink lots of water, maybe some tequila, smoke you a fatty, go to bed early, or come on the internet and hang out with us on the internet, late night internet progressives and shit. You know, we got some homies. We got other channels that like Superior. I think he's off on Saturdays though. With Why I Hate Politics. Always a fun time in his live streams. Political Punk. I think he does like a late night stream on Saturdays. That's always fun. I always be hanging out in there. I think Aztec Priest, that's where I see Aztec Priest. I think. But yeah, sometimes I hang out with the amazing Lucas. I was on his panel last night. Just chilling, you know, talking shit. We just sit and talk shit to each other. It's fun. We just be laughing and cracking jokes. Those people it's kind of like a roast session. That's all his late night panel is. Like, we talk about stuff sometimes, but everybody just gets on there and roasts each other. It's actually really fun. But yeah, those are my ratchet internet friends that I hang out with. So yeah, I like doing ratchet thing with my hood rat friends. So yeah, thank you guys so much. Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll see you on Monday, but also, you know, I always pull up on Instagram or something and give you a quick, you know what, like quick updates or something if anything pops up, or if I have anything on my mind. That's where I just kind of give you little blurbs. I try to upload shorts to YouTube too, but sometimes I'll be forgetting. And so anyway, anyway, love y'all. Y'all keep it gangsta out there. I'll tap in with you next time. Peace.
All I said was there's evil afoot. Evil!